Today, we're going to talk about having patience in this real estate market as a seller and as a real estate agent, as a listing agent that's working with the seller. There's a piece of property. It goes under contract before the market started shifting. Here it is, it's time to close. And everybody wants to close. The listing agent wants to close, I can assure you, because they want to get paid their commission. And the sellers are the most anxious to close typically. And I get it. I've been a seller, I've been a realtor, I've been a buyer, I've been all these things. But what you have to look at is, you can't look at what was months ago, the conditions that we were in, because everything is, when it shifts so quickly like it's done, everything is different now. When it went under contract, it was a different market and different conditions. There was different fears, different economic outlooks, different bank rates. So what happens now is you got to look at it right now. You can't say what was supposed to be. You got to say, okay, here's my options. We just got, the buyer said they still want to buy it. They've still got work to do. Your goal as a seller and as a listing agent, in my opinion, at that point is, okay, here's the options. We can say, no, we're not doing any kind of modification to the contract. Let it die, put it back on the market, or just take it off the market and do nothing with it. Well, here's the deal. If you go back on the market when it's market shifted like it has, it's extremely unlikely you're going to be able to get the same number that you went under contract with, because people are going to wonder what's wrong with it. And plus, there's just going to be less buyers out there, because buyers are being very careful now. They're watching everything because interest rates have risen. And even when they're paying cash, they're still looking at what they do with their disposable resources. All of a sudden, you've got to make a decision. What can I do right now? If I take it off the market and do nothing and bring it back a year from now, it's pretty unlikely we're going to see the market that we saw a year ago. There's no question about that. I mean, that market's gone, and now we're waiting for this thing to reset. We don't know where it'll go before it resets and starts moving again, but we do know it's going to reset at some point, and we've probably not found the bottom yet. But anyway, getting back to what a seller needs to think about is, okay, here's what we got right now. Not what was, not what was supposed to happen. Buyers already said that didn't happen. So what you need to do is say, okay, how much can I get out of this thing? Can I get more money for an extension and hold the price we're at? Does it make sense to discount the price a little bit to try to entice the person? Or maybe, in my opinion, I think the best thing to do is always offer, here's A, B, or C, Mr. Buyer. Here's your options. A, we'll extend it for this amount of time, and we're going to charge you this amount of money. B, we will close right now, but we'll give you an X amount of discount if you'll go ahead and close it. Or C, your option is just say, no, we're not doing anything. Well, if you do nothing, it's going to probably be 4 or 5 years before you get back to the price that it was under contract at, if that. So I just want to put that out there, that have patience. And as a seller, it's really tough right now because you've got this mindset of the whole world's been on fire for the last 2 or 3 years. And all your neighbors and all your friends and all your relatives are telling you that, oh no, stick it in their eye, let's go find somebody else. Well, that's probably not going to happen. And the world has shifted. Listen to your real estate agent. Listen to your mortgage lenders, because they're in the front end of it. They can tell you what's really going on in the market. And it is a different market. So be careful before you get proud and look at the situation where it is right now. Because what you're looking straight out the front view of the windshield, and you're looking at a situation that you very well may get significantly less money for the property than you would if you just held the course, get as much non-refundable money as you can possibly negotiate for, and keep moving. Because you're probably not going to sell it, even if you put it back on the market, or if you take it off and wait a while, you're still not going to sell it for the number you are until many years in the future. That's this week's story. It's talking about patience, and I know it's super hard for a home seller right now that's looking at what was, and it's not that anymore. Okay? What was is gone. If we can help in any way, please let me know. Or if you got some comments about this, please post it below.